Hello everybody, it's Kylie here from Hello Crafter. Happy Sunday. It has been a little while since I've been on live, so I've kind of snuck on here a little bit. I've got a feeling most people have forgotten about me, but that's okay. That's why I didn't want to miss tonight. I've been away with the Stampin' Up incentive trip, and also we extended some sightseeing time onto the end of that trip as well. It was an amazing trip. Stampin' Up treated us to a night in Seattle and then 7 nights on an Alaskan cruise with the Royal Caribbean. So me and Paul got to go and just experience something we've never experienced before. We've never been on a cruise. We've never been to Alaska. We had such an amazing time, and I feel very lucky that I am part of a company that rewards their people like that. So yeah, and I just wanted to say again, thank you so much to everyone who supported me, definitely to get me there as well. So all my customers and followers and that kind of thing. So yeah, I really was thinking of you all when I was there, enjoying my time away. So yeah, so I'm back now. So I'm getting back into crafting gradually. I'm not quite there yet. I'm finally started sleeping normally again, but yeah, I've not quite got my crafty mojo back. So let's see if I can change that a little bit tonight. It does feel very weird that I'm coming on live, because I think it's probably been at least 4 weeks since I was last on, maybe longer. But a couple of things I wanted to share with you as well. I have got 3 events coming up this week. So if you are local to me in Menston or Guiseley or nearabouts, I've got my monthly card class on Tuesday night. I've got spaces for that. We've got a cocktails and crafts night on Thursday night. By the way, we are only like 5 minutes walk away from Guiseley Station if you wanted to plan to come on public transport and have a little cocktail with us. Otherwise, if you're driving, mocktails, cups of tea, whatever you want to drink, just come along and socialise with us and craft with us. You will get to pick your project. So I've got, for example, I have much more than this, but this is an example of some of the things that I've got with me that you can pick from. So there's card making kits, there's paper bouquet, flower bouquet kits, there's the wreath kit, there's journaling kits, there's all sorts. So like, depending on what you fancy on the night, you get to pick what you do. Alternatively, if you just want to sit and drink a cocktail and chat, that's fine too. So that's Thursday night. I have got my card club on Saturday. I've probably got enough stuff because I've ordered the materials for that now, and I will be prepping that on Monday, Tuesday. But I may have enough for one more kit if you were fancying that. That's with the garden gatherings. It's going to be a nice one because I'm doing like a couple of fancy folds for that. So that's Saturday. And then what else? Oh, there's all sorts. But I'm not quite into the swing of things, as I said. But my July events, I've started advertising. So you might look out for those this week. The other thing I wanted to tell you before we start crafting is I have a special offer on just for a week. So until next Sunday. Because I also celebrated my birthday while I was away. Don't know if you knew that. So I think a lot of people did, but I am having a special offer on for the last week of June. Well, until Sunday night. So that is a week. Yeah, that is right, isn't it? Because it's Sunday today. Yeah. So for any people that place an order, for my customers that place an order of £50 or more before Sunday night, I'm going to send you a birthday box. Now, if you're in my team, you will have a little idea of what this is, because my team got a version of this. Those that came to the team meeting while I was away, I sent them all a little surprise birthday box. So this is something that they will have already seen something similar. It's not quite the same, but it is a box full of goodies, lots of surprises, but it's also got a kit to make 4 cards, birthday themed cards. All the materials are packaged all really nicely. It'll have a tutorial, it'll have a PDF tutorial and videos, and it uses the balloon festoon. This isn't included in the box, by the way. If you've got this, or if you're going to purchase this, you can use this. And I will say, you don't have to have this to complete the cards. You can make tweaks to do versions of the cards that are just as beautiful, but to do them exactly how I've done them, this is what I've used. So if you did want to purchase that as part of your £50 to get the birthday box for free, you can, feel free to do that. As I say, it'll have the PDF, it'll have a printout actually, it'll have a printed tutorial, but I'll send you the PDF as well and the video links. And I'll give you an example of one of the cards that you'll be making with this kit. This is a lovely shaker card. Like I say, it's birthday themed, but you can stamp anything, because you will stamp whatever you've got at home in those. Great for celebrations, great for birthdays, great for invites. So you're going to get that, and it is going to have other surprises in there as well. So this is the birthday box that I'm going to post out week following next week. So I'll be posting them out week beginning, let's see, week beginning 29th of June. And yeah, so that'll be for anyone who places £50 or more order with me. And I will share the link below the video when I finish this, because I forgot to do that before I started. Anyway, that's that. So, oh, I can see some people watching now. Hello, Lindsay and Sharon are watching. I think I'm Karen, hello, and Debbie. Nice to see you all. It feels really weird to be back. Right, I'm going to try and see what I can do about turning myself around, because I've completely forgotten how to do that. And I'm going to be showing you my window for a second before I... Let's see if I can... No, that's wrong. There you go. Okay, so yes, not as slick as with my previous software, but I still haven't got around to working out how to pay for the new one. So right, as long as you can see me, my hands, that should be good. And I'll tell you what I'm doing this, and honestly I've not really planned much for tonight apart from getting a stamp set out. Well, when I say stamp set, it's one stamp. So I on the cruise, we got to go in the hospitality room every day, and in there was members of the leadership team, and we could mill about and look at samples and look at swaps and get inspired, but also we could spin a wheel every day and get a prize. So this was one prize that I won on one of the days, and this is actually available to purchase now. It's one of the July online it'll be available to purchase from beginning of July. I want to say, I thought it was available now, but it's not. Available from the 1st of July is the inked Floret stamp, and it's a lovely one. It's a big chunky one, and I think this is going to lend itself to all kinds of lovely techniques like embossing. What I've done is already, I did it earlier, I've just run my white eraser gently all the way over the stamp, and I have my stamp cleaner somewhere that I just rinsed. I'm just going to give that a little rinse, little wipe over, just so I don't have any rubber residue left on there. Because it's a really lovely solid stamp, then I need it really well primed for this. Now, I'm just going to test it because I've never used it. I need a big block for that, or shall we use the, let's use the stamp, sorry, positioning tool. Let's use that. Grab a bit of my grid. The grid paper is quite useful because what I'm going to do is, because it's a big photopolymer stamp, it might stick to my paper, so I want it stuck down as much as I can. And let's use a little bit of sticky. So get a little bit of the tack off. I'm sticking it down onto my grid paper just a bit so that I can peel it off, because I really don't want it to go anywhere. Let's, oh, it just about fits on. And just grab another magnet. So that should stick down now. Grabbing my black ink. I just realised I've just put that on completely the wrong way around. Oh no, I haven't. I need to, excuse me while my brain processes what I'm doing. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so I've just picked up the stamp on my platform, and let's get a nice thick layer of that ink on, just giving it a little twist. And straight down, straight up. That's pretty good actually. It's a really pretty good coverage. I'm just going to go, just especially on those leaves where it's not quite as dark. Let's get another layer. Perfect. Yeah, so that is ready for colouring. I'm doing all kinds of things with, or leaving black and white. Let's have a think about that, because I'm just going to obviously do my usual thing of flitting about and not doing anything in any particularly logical order. Why not? I did have some watercolour paper. Right, here we go. Watercolour paper. Right, this is a technique that I don't know if I've ever done or not, but I spotted it the other day and I thought, oh, this stamp would work really well with this technique. So, just going to give this a little wipe because I've got some brown ink here. Okay, right, so I'm just going to tell you what technique I'm attempting to do, and if it works, brilliant, and if it doesn't, oh well, we had a go, didn't we? Right, brown ink, early espresso. Okay, so this technique that I'm attempting is called faux wood burning technique. Okay, so that isn't going to be as solid because it's textured. The cardstock is textured. So I'm going to go and do another layer just to get it a bit darker. And let's do one more, just for good measure. It's not bad at all. Whoops, it's moved a little bit, that's okay. Okay, now I'm just going to trim that up slightly. And then I'm going to take my aqua brush. It's my thick one. And I've got some water here. I'm going to see what happens when I paint some water over it. I don't know whether to do it. Yeah, I'll do it this way. So I don't want it too wet, but I just want to go over it a little bit like that. Just want to almost stain the cardstock. Okay, that might be a little bit too wet. A sort of damp brush is best, I think. Okay, so I'm going to leave that to dry for a minute. And it kind of does look like burnt wood, sort of, you know, like the what do you call it? Pyrography. I think I've just wet it a little bit too much there. But let's... It kind of... Yeah, I'm going to leave that there because what I'm going to do when that dries, I'm going to emboss it with one of my embossing folders. So yeah, let's leave that to one side. What else was I going to do with it? I need some vellum. If I can find it. I want to heat emboss white onto vellum. So I'm going to need to clean this really well. Bring my embossing buddy in. Right. I like a stamp like this that has just one image that can fill your whole card front, and then you don't have to do much else apart from add a sentiment. You can get such different looks. With different colours, different coloured cardstock and papers, different inks and different techniques. So I'm hoping that's enough because it did move, so I'm hoping. It looks like it is, if you can kind of, I don't know if you can see that just about. So this is my white. quite a big area to cover and quite a solid stamp, so I'm going to get lots of detail on that. So grab my heat tool, give that a blast. Very, very gorgeous. Look how shiny that is. Love it. So that would just look nice on a dark card. Let's see. Blue. It would look nice on white or grey. Right. What I think I'm going to do is fussy cut it. I'm only going to do it really roughly because I don't want to spend too long on it. Oh, another thing coming in July is Stampin' Up's new scissors. So they had to stop manufacturing these paper snips, but they found some that are, well, they look the same to me. They're just as good quality. They are short blades, sharp, very, very sharp blades that go to a point, really sharp point, which is so good for doing stuff like this, fussy cutting. And yeah, I've really, really missed not having scissors because I keep losing mine. I think I had about 6. I think now I'm down to, I can only find 2 here. I'm sure I've got a 3rd one somewhere, but it's very, very annoying when you know you had a nice sort of safety stash of them. I don't like not being able to find my scissors, so that's why I had, and for glasses as well I needed multiples. So anyway, we can get them now. So from 1st of July, if you need sharp scissors like this, I can help you with that. So I would probably spend a bit more time going round the kind of, you know, the inner bits, detailed bits, but for now I'm just going to leave it at that, and then I'm going to show you a way of adding some colour. So flip over and let's go with something really nice and bold. I'm going to go with, what's this one? Berry Burst and Berry Burst and Timid Tiger. So let's get a wash of colour on the back, and it doesn't matter if you don't stick to the lines, because you're not going to be able to see it. I'll show you when you flip it over. You're just getting that colour. So you can do a bit of blending with the light and the dark. So for example, I'll just get a little bit of dark in the sort of inner bits. I don't know if that makes much difference. Let's see. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, you can see that. And do the same with this Timid Tiger. And the leaves are already solid white, so you can't really get any colour on those from behind. But that's a really cool effect. And I don't really know what I'm going to do with that, but let's see. I think it'll look nice on some maybe crumb cake. Let's see. Oh, what's this one? Basic beige. Not sure. I'm going to have to play with that one, I think, as well. Yeah, definitely. Right, so I'm going to do something a bit different now. In fact, yeah, I need to think about that one. But still feel like I can do something a little bit layered. So if I take this, I'm going to go with Basic Beige. I'm going to go and I'm going to stamp this up with the Early Espresso again. I'm going to try something a little bit kind of more grungy. I don't know if this will work. So I'm going to colour this in. It's going to be in sort of muted colours. This is supposed to be crumb cake, but it's not, it's ivory. It was in the wrong place on my organiser. Get some shading in. And then I'll get this blending brush. I'm going to do I want it to kind of look sort of sepia, so I don't know if this is going to work, but this yellow might be too yellow. It's Darling Duckling. So it's not a bright yellow. It's not too bad. I want it to sort of like look vintage, sort of old-fashioned. Needs more colour, I think, some orange. What have we got? Maybe some pumpkin pie. Yeah, that's better. And then just add, it's not pumpkin pie, it's timid tiger, but I'll just add a little bit of, just want to add a little bit of colour to these petals. Then I want to take some kind of background. I'm just quickly looking to see what background stamps I've got. Sort of texture stamps. Gears and texture. That will do. I don't think I've even used these yet. I've used someone else's, but not my own. So these aren't primed, but we can. So this is like oh, they're all really pretty. So it's like crosshatch. Let's get some of that on there. Grab that's early espresso. But I'm stamping off a couple of times first because I don't want it full strength. So that adds a bit of texture in the background, and maybe get another one as well. I think that splat's too splatty, but this fine splat might be good. Try the yellow just for contrast. And then we could do a bit of a splatter, bit of a let's try with the, this might not be dark enough, but no, you can't hardly see it. Okay, so I've gone a little bit grungy with that one, but it's kind of the effect I was going for, but I think it definitely needs more colour on the flowers. So I think I'm just going to keep layering that up until I'm happy with that. It's sort of sepia. I think I put a bit too much yellow in the background. Maybe needs more brown. Anyway, it's one of those things that I think you can just keep going with. Keep going and keep going until you're happy with it. But I think that might look quite nice sort of mounted on a dark brown card. So that is definitely one I want to try. You know what, as usual, I'm looking at the time. I don't think I've got any mental capacity to actually form these into finished cards. So maybe this was just a bit of a showing you some techniques, and I'll do my usual thing of promising to finish them tomorrow and actually make them into fully formed cards. I've got some ideas with that one now, and this one is so pretty, but it needs some layers underneath, maybe some texture like excuse excuse me, some embossing. They all need to be embellished and sentiments adding. So yeah, what do you think? What are your thoughts on one big chunky floral stamp? Do you like them? Do you find them hard to work with? Yeah, it'd be nice to know what you think. Okay, so yeah, don't forget about my special offer. I'll be posting more about it this week. And if you're local, it'd be lovely to see you for one of my classes. And if not, I will see you back here, probably same time next Sunday, hopefully. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for watching. It's good to be back, and I've missed you all. And thanks for all your birthday wishes as well. And yeah, I shall see you soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.